Hello everybody, the Tactical Assassin here, and today I have for you my 2012 EDC or Everyday Carry System, and this is what I carry on my person pretty much every day. But before we get started with my EDC, I just want to discuss with you briefly what an EDC actually is. And I think one thing we have to understand is that our EDC systems will vary from one another drastically depending on the nature of the job that we have, our day-to-day tasks, things of that nature. So when you watch someone's EDC video and you think, oh, this guy carries this and I don't, so I need to get that. Not necessarily. So some guys I see on YouTube, I swear they carry everything but the kitchen sink. And what the need is for all that stuff is beyond me. And hey, I'm not one to judge. If that's what those guys feel like they want to carry, then by all means. But sometimes I see some folks out there, they are just overkill with the amount of things that they carry in their pockets, on their belt. And I'm a really big advocate on concealing everything as I can, almost to give the perception of a minimalist carry, when in fact I do have a lot of things on me, you just can't see them, versus other guys who their belt is so weighted down and packed full to the gills that their shirt tail sticks out, they've got bulges all around their midsection, and it draws too much attention to that area when people start questioning, is it a gun, is it this, is it that? So that's my opinion, and I'm not judging guys that do carry a lot of things. You know, as I said before, if that's your choice, then by all means. So with that being said, let's get started. What I have here, first item is my Coast Lenser 5 LED 200 lumen flashlight. I got this as a gift a few years back, and I've been carrying it every day since. It's very small, it's very compact. I wear 511 Tactilight Pros every day, and this goes in the cargo pants pocket, and it fits well. Don't even know it's there. This is a very basic flashlight. One button, one click turns it on, one click turns it off. I see several guys out there that they have a flashlight with about 35 different functions, and it has high, medium, low, low, high, medium, high, super high, extra high, medium, low, high, flash, flicker, just all kind of crazy settings. And you know, if you feel like that's the kind of flashlight for you, then by all means, that's what you should carry. But as for me, I'm a very simple and more of a minimalist carry. So for me, only thing I need a flashlight for is to basically turn it on and turn it off, and that's it. If you're in the dark somewhere using a flashlight, you know, you're more easily identified by your location by a bunch of lights that are going off, and the lights on flicker or flash and you can't get it to stop, and I don't know, it's just can create an array of problems that may actually hurt you depending on the situation that you're in. So this is my Coast Lenser 5 EDC flashlight, very reliable, 200 lumens, and it's bright enough for me just to get me where I'm going. Excellent flashlight. Next thing I have for you here is my wedding ring. It's made of tungsten, and for those of you out there who know anything about tungsten, know that tungsten is a very strong metal. It is scratch resistant. You can throw this thing on the pavement, on the highway, and it will not scratch. It's very strong. Actually, it's so strong that when you purchase a tungsten ring, you have to get a ring that is already sized to fit your finger. These rings cannot be melted down and then reshaped again, because the amount of heat required to melt the ring down to reshape it is actually so high that it will completely melt the ring to a point where it is no longer salvageable. So resizing is not an option with tungsten. This is an excellent ring. It is somewhat heavy, so when you wear the ring, you definitely know that you have the ring on. There's no question about it. So tungsten rings, if you guys out there maybe want to replace your wedding band, or those of you who are thinking about getting married, consider a tungsten ring. Excellent choice in my opinion. Next we have the Pilot G205. This is my everyday pen I carry with me. I really like this pen because it has a very fine tip at the end. Should I need to write something, this is my pen of choice. I love these pens, they're excellent. Next thing I have here is Dark Operations tactical knife. Dark Operations knives were originally designed by a United States Navy SEAL, and they were designed to meet the shortcomings that some of their knives at that time had, and this knife basically steps up to the plate as an excellent tactical knife. On the end here you can see we have a windshield breaker. For example, you're driving down the street or down the highway, for whatever reason you lose control of your car, you run into a river or a lake, and your windows are up. The minute your car gets submerged in the water, all electrical functions no longer work. You can't get the window down, the pressure is too strong to get the door open. This would be something great to use in that event. You can bust the window and try to get yourself out, or maybe you drove upon someone who had just ran their car into the river or into a lake or something, and should you choose to render aid to those people, you can use this to bust the glass and pull those people to safety. Another great thing about this knife is, if you can see right here, it is a seatbelt cutter. And the exact same scenario, if you are locked in your car and the seatbelt just, maybe you're locked in your car and you're kind of hanging upside down and there's too much pressure on the seatbelt to actually push the button to release the seatbelt, and it's jammed, it won't open, it won't release. You can use this function to cut yourself free. Those of you out there who do have children know that car seats can be very difficult to deal with. Sometimes they're hard to buckle and sometimes they're hard to unbuckle. Heaven forbid you're having to deal with that in an emergency situation. In that instance, you can pull out something like this. There are many knives that have this function. Use this to cut the seatbelt away and pull your child out of there and get them to safety. Not only that, guys, it has a very tactical look to it, very sleek in its design. On the flip side here, it does have a belt clip. And let me show you the blade here. It has a straight blade, it's not a serrated blade. It is spring assisted in opening, so it takes just a little bit of pressure in it and it's coming open. Very sharp knife. It was very sharp when I got it, and I put a few passes on the sharpening stone myself, so it is razor sharp. Excellent knife. I've had it for some time now and I love it. Okay, next we have the iPhone 4 in an Elegoo case. It's the iPhone 4. I mean, there's really not much we can say about the iPhone 4 that hasn't already been said. Next, I have a Plantronics Bluetooth headset. I have used Jawbone and Motorola and a few other ones, and you know, I just wasn't happy with those brands for various reasons. But the Plantronics has this over-the-ear clip, and it pulls the headset to your ear very well and makes hearing the person on the other line much more easier. So it fits very well and I really like it. I carry this with me every day. In my vehicle I do have Bluetooth hands-free calling, so while I'm in the car my phone will pair to my vehicle. This would be great to use if for some reason you did have to use your weapon in a combative situation. You have both hands free to deal with any possible threats that present themselves. And you can also be on the phone with 911 to get the cavalry on the way. Bluetooth headset, an excellent choice. Very convenient. Next I have here the Timex World Edition watch. I bought this overseas when I was overseas for a few years, and I love this watch. I bought this watch basically because it looked really, really cool, and it has a very tactical look to it. It's a Timex brand. It's a very good brand, and for me personally, I buy a watch with the intention of one thing, and that's just to tell me what time it is. Any other function I need for a compass, date, windage, whatever you're looking for, the iPhone has it, and the iPhone is with me 24/7. So I've gotten several compliments on this watch. I'm very happy with it. It's an excellent watch. Does the basic function of tell time. Good enough for me. Next I have here car keys. Of course, if you want to go anywhere in your vehicle, you got to have the keys. So car keys are with me on my person all the time. Next is the Glock 23 40 caliber Smith & Wesson mid-size Glock. This is my EDC weapon I carry with me all the time. Every single day when I leave the house, this weapon is with me. Go ahead and safety check. As you can see, there's nothing in the pipe. Mag well's clean. This gun is safe and has been cleared. There are tons and tons of reviews on the Glock 23 40 cal, and as many of you guys know, it's a very, very popular weapon, very reliable. It's a 40 caliber. It can get the job done. Heaven forbid you actually had to use it in a life-threatening situation. I carry this at the 3 o'clock position. Very comfortable for me. Some folks say the mid-size Glock is too big, it's too this, it's too that. I find that to be more of an individual personal opinion. I think later on I'll do a review on this and how I carry it and why I carry it the way I do, and just show you guys the system that works for me. And for those of you who have a Glock 23 but have switched to another pistol because of inconvenient carry methods, maybe I say something that can help you guys out and give you another option in carrying this gun. But Glock 23 40 cal, excellent, excellent everyday carry weapon. And last but not least, custom Glock spare mag holder. Goes on my left side. As all of you know, you have to carry a spare mag. There's no reason not to have 26 to 30 rounds on you. In the event that you did have to use your weapon, you've got plenty of rounds to provide cover to get yourself to safety and to get yourself out of a threatening situation. And if you can't do it in 30 rounds, then something's wrong. You need to go back to the range and do some more work. So, spare mag. Everybody that carries a weapon knows you gotta have it. No exceptions. Okay guys, this is my 2012 EDC. Hopefully I have covered some things that you guys find helpful, maybe spark some new ideas for some of you out there. Guys, feel free to post comments, feel free to post video response. Thanks for watching. This is the Tactical Assassin signing off.